Hello everybody. I hope you're all well and you're all happy and virus free. This is this is my second recording of this because somehow I managed to do the first one without saving the narration, the voiceover. So we will try again. Right. Let's begin at the beginning. Firstly, I sent you a message about workbooks. You have to buy the workbook. It's not optional. So please buy one. You can order them by email. The email I gave you in the message, or also by telephone. There are 2 telephone numbers for the bookstore on campus that you can use to order your books. So please do that as soon as possible, please. And it's hard to believe it's week 3. Yay! So, I had a message yesterday, as you probably did, that they're thinking about opening the university on May the 4th. And if we have any Star Wars fans, you will know that May the 4th is a very special day. So, May the 4th will be a good day if we manage to get back. I hope so. Today we're going to do the last part of Unit 1, and so therefore we're going to start on page 13. Okay, right, so before we start on page 13, check for vocabulary that you may or may not know. If you don't know some of the vocabulary, check in your dictionary. It makes studying easier and a little bit more fun. And secondly, look for phrases that you don't understand too. Okay, if you don't know what they are, look in your dictionary. Do some. Now you are at university, you are expected to self-study. Okay, that means that I'm not going to be like your mother. I'm not going to be chasing you and making sure you've done it. You are responsible for your education. So if you don't do it, don't cry to me. Okay, on page 13. Today, what we are going to be looking at is again the pronunciation, emphasis, and syllable stress. Okay, so I know we are all very familiar with stress at the moment. So it'll be more about emphasis really than syllable stress. Okay, let's go page 13. Okay, so we're on page 13 and we have to, it's quite easy, we have to match the job descriptions to the jobs. Yay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read each job description and you decide whether it's either a TV show host, an airport announcer, a tour guide, a salesperson, a sports announcer, or a department store worker. I will read the first one. I can sell this to you for $125, but no less. Actually, I think it's a great deal. And here's why. Let's look at its best features. Number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we will soon be arriving. Please wait until the bus stops before departing, and remember to check your luggage. Number 3. Attention customers, starting very soon, Pt3. We'll start that again. Starting very soon, Pt3 will be giving out free samples of their perfumes and colognes near the front of the store. Number 4. Welcome back. Our next guest is a big Hollywood star who is going to talk about a new movie and her recent troubles with the media. Number 5. Passengers departing for Los Angeles on Flight 557, please make your way to Gate 10. Pre-boarding will start in 5 minutes. Or I should do it like this, really.
Passengers departing for Los Angeles on Flight 557, please make your way to Gate 10. Pre-boarding will start in 5 minutes.
And number 6. Only 3 minutes of play remaining, and it looks like the Korean team is not going to win. Wait! There's a break in the defense. Go, 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 goal! So, is number 1, is it a TV show host, an airport announcer, a tour guide, a salesperson, a sports announcer, a department store worker? Well, I hope you got it. It is a salesperson. Oh yes, it is. It's a salesperson. Number 2. Number 2 is, of course, a tour guide. Yes, it's a tour guide. Number 3 is a department store worker. Okay, right, so I suspect some of you have maybe guessed that number 1 was a department store worker. So, what is the difference? Well, number 1 is a salesperson because they're talking about money and that it's a great deal, and they're talking about features of the product. Whereas number 3, the department store worker is just telling you about something that is happening. Okay, so that is the difference. A salesperson wouldn't tell you about something that is happening somewhere else in the store. Number 4 is, of course, a TV show host. And if you didn't get that, if you got that, give yourself a pat on the head. Well done. Good lad, good girl. And if you got it wrong, smack yourself in the face and wake up. Right, number 5 is, of course, what was he? An airport announcer. And number 6 was, of course, a sports announcer. And staying on page 13, we will go on to the next part. Okay, so back to the next item. Emphasis using pause. Okay, so we can pause before or after the word that we want to emphasize, or we can say the word a little bit stronger or a little bit louder to give more emphasis or more meaning to the word, so that people take notice of what we are trying to say. So I'm going to read the next part and see if you can notice where the stress words are. I hope you can, because they are in red. So it should be quite easy for you to notice. But here goes. So we're going to I will play both roles of the teacher and student, because I have so many skills, that's why. Right, okay, so who said that? I said that I wanted an A+. Did you say something? I said that I wanted an A+. I gave your friend the A+. Is that right? I said that I wanted an A+. Okay, I give you the B+. You wanted. I said I wanted an A+. Fine. I'll change that to an A then. I said that I wanted an A+. Okay. So you can stop clapping now. You can stop giving me a round of applause. Thank you very much. And we will move on to page 14. So we're on page 14, and we are looking at emphasis again. Now, of course, knowing the words and what they mean and their function within a sentence is important. This is what did I write? Just let me think. Right, yes. So how we say the words obviously gives different meaning to the words, and we have four 4 columns with the different words in, and you need to identify, or you need to decide which ones are adjectives, adverbs, verbs and nouns. So adjectives: fantastic, cheapest, special. Adverbs: quickly, suddenly, carefully. Verbs: said, received, arrived. And nouns: Tuesday, conference and manager. So on this slide you can see two of the sentences on page 14, and the first one in the book is done for you, and I have done the second one for you. So if we read the first one: the express bus for Busan will be leaving in 10 minutes. Please be seated quickly. So these are called content words, and they mean they are what give what have the most meaning within the sentence. They are the ones that help you understand the message that is trying to be conveyed or is said to you. So the second one: hello, this is Tom. I am not here now, but I'll be back soon. So please leave a short message after the tone. So with that, we decided that the adjective was short. The adverb was here. The verbs are leave and back. And the nouns: message and tone. And the name of the person is, of course, Tom. Okay, so with that, what you need to do is number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 and number 7. Decide which words in the sentences are adjective, adverb, verb, noun, or a person, a place, or a thing, a company. Okay, person, place or thing. When I was at school, a noun, so that's what we'll stick with: a person, a place or a thing. Right, now we are going to go on to page 15. This here at the bottom in blue, you can expect a reply within 10 days after you submit your application. That sentence, you can use that for every answer to every question. But they get the reply that they need, or the answer that they need, just by you emphasizing a different word that gives them a clear clear answer. So, A. What will I receive? You can expect a reply within 10 days after you submit your application. So, you see what it means. So, B. Do I get a reply before or after my application? You can expect a reply within 10 days after you submit your application. Who will get a reply? You can expect a reply within 10 days after you submit your application. D. How many days will a reply take? You can expect a reply within 10 days after you submit your application. What do I need to submit? You can expect a reply within 10 days after you submit your application. Okay, so if you listened, I stressed the words that gave the answer to them within the sentence. So it was clear about what the answer was. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm staying on page 15, but we are going to do the next exercise and go on to the next slide. Right, so we're on this slide and I have not written or printed the whole of the text because you can read it for yourself in your book or your PDF. So I am going to read the paragraphs. However, I don't have time to read the paragraphs with all the stress for the times and dates, the stress for people's names and the requirements. So what I'm going to do is I will read all 3 paragraphs, but the first one I will stress the times and the dates. The second paragraph I will stress the people's names, and the third paragraph I will stress the requirements. So I will read the first paragraph highlighting times and dates. Our seminar on the 18th will feature Thomas Greenley as the main speaker. Thomas will start around 6 o'clock and he will be followed by Jennifer Cullen at 7:30. All participants are required to bring their own ID cards, note-taking equipment and bottled water. Cameras and cell phones are not permitted to be used during the seminar. The second paragraph, emphasizing or stressing people's names. I'd like to welcome all members of the press. Investigations started on January the 10th with Detective Tavares leading the inquiry. He will be assisted by Officers Gomez and Egan, who will be interviewing suspects up until the end of the week. We ask you we ask you to not publish any details about this case until we have more information. Thank you. Dear customers, we're on number 3, requirements. Dear customers, the perfume promotion will begin shortly after Nigel at 12 noon by the main entrance. The promotion will last until the end of April. There is also a special discount deal on selected items for today only. Purchases are restricted to 2 per customer. Ask for Katie, who can be found on aisle 11. If you need any further information, Okay, so if you have nobody to practice that with, no friends that you can call or anybody who you know who is doing this course, you can practice with your parents if one of them knows a little English, or you can use your recording app on your phone and record yourself and listen and make sure you're using the correct stress or emphasis. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. That's it for Unit 1. We have finished. Yay! As you can tell, you can probably notice that I'm not used to online teaching, but and I'm not very computer literate. I'm not very good with computers because basically I don't use them very often. So I'm trying to get better and better as we go along in the semester. So it is what time? 3:15 on a Saturday afternoon for me. So I hope you are all having a nice weekend, and with that I will say, look after yourselves, stay virus free, and bye bye, and thank you for taking part, listening, watching, whatever you want to call it. Okay, bye bye.